we'll just we'll continue the sheet metal workbench, and I guess we left only with some part of sheet metal. Okay, so we'll just complete it today. So we left with only stampings. Okay, so cuttings we have completed. You can see this CATIA screen, right? Okay. So what is the first thing we have to do when we enter into a sheet metal workspace? What is the first thing we do when we enter into the sheet metal workspace? Ready? What is the first thing we have to do when we enter into the sheet metal workspace?
ಸರ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಶೀಟ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ನ
Thickness sheet metal and bending radius we have to fix it.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Okay. So to do that, so where we have to go is, so I'll just go with this insert sheet metal parameters. Okay. So here I'll assign the sheet thickness of the sheet metal, and I told you something for this bending radius.
Yes sir, it should be equal or greater than the thickness of the sheet metal.
Okay, very good. So I'll just keep it a bit, I'll make it equal.
Yes sir.
So now the things we left with was rolled walls, right? So rolled walls as well as an option in extrusion. So what is this extrusion? So extrusion is nothing but converting, for example, so if you have a sketch like this, so from directly to a open profile, you can create a sheet metal. So by using this extrusion, okay. So I'll just go with this walls extrusion, just select this. So you can notice the sheet metal has been started. You can go with mirror extend, and you can decrease or increase how much distances you want. See here, so it's a pure sheet metal. By using that sketch, we have created a sheet metal. Okay.
Okay sir.
So the next thing what we left was the stampings, right? And this rolled walls I'll explain you at last. Okay. So this rolled walls I'll explain you at last. So bending, cutting we have completed. The stamping was left. So transformation features we'll never use, and this manufacturing preparations. Okay. So the stamping, how it works means it works only on a particular profile. For example, what is this particular profile I mean was, see, I have a sheet metal like this. So I'll just convert it into a sheet metal by using this command called wall. So now to work on this stamp, so you need to have a open profile, sorry, a closed profile, and at the same time you need to have a closed profile. Sorry, we have a closed profile, we need to have an open profile. And in some cases, it works only with the thing called as this points. Okay. So now we'll just see how all this stamping works here. So the first stamp is called as surface stamp. Okay. So surface stamps, we need to check whether it works on closed profile, open profile, or it works on a single point command. Okay. To check that, I'll just select the stamp. So you can easily see here. So what sort of profile you are going to get when you are using this surface stamping. So what he is asking me is asking me for a profile. So I don't know which profile it wants. So I'll just go with this first close profile. See, it has been selected, no issues. So that means this user stamp, sorry, the surface stamps only works on closed profile. So here you can know R1, R2. So the picture is showing R1, what is R2 and what is the height and what is the angle. So you can change according to your dimensions and according to your requirements. Okay, so you can see here if I say okay to this, so that sort of profile will be stamped. So this is also called as punching. Okay, so punch, you know, right? So sheet metal punchings we say. So this is nothing but, so there is nothing but the first stamp. Again, I'll just go with the second type of stamping. So that is called as bead. So let me just check whether the bead, see if I go with this kind of close profile, the profile selected is close, select a open profile itself, it is saying. So that means for this bead, you need to go with the open profile like this, okay? Again, it is showing you each and everything here. Easily you can see this. Easily you can see this and you can create whatever you want to, okay? So I just say okay to this. So this is a kind of profile you'll get, see, bead. So again, I have the another kind of thing. So that is nothing but curve stamp. So again, this curve stamp works on a open profile. Just select this. So and if you say okay to this by giving all these dimensions and changes, so you can notice it has been changed. Okay. So these two things are quite similar, but the total difference is this one. So here it is flat, there it was round. Okay. You'll practice these things, right? It is easy.
Okay, sir.
So next what we have, it is called as a flange cutout. Just select this. Now this flange cutout works on this a closed profile. So once you select this and if you say okay to this, a cutout will be created with some fillets and some extra material
Sir, by
downwards.
only after keeping some, I mean, adding some point only we can do this, right, sir?
Yeah, you need to have this kind of profiles, okay?
Yes, sir.
So no, the point will also come in action. So this thing works on a closed profile. These two works on an open profile. Again, this works on a closed profile. Again, this lower also works in a closed profile. See, so once I selected this, so again it is asking me for a opening line. So I'll select this as my opening line and I'll just increase this height here so that you can easily see that. So here we have this H. I'll increase this. I'll say okay to this. See how it has came. So you'll have a opening there. So the line where you select, you'll get a opening there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the next thing what we have, it is called as bridge. So bridge it is used for a point. So before directly selecting a point, just select the sheet first. So once you select the sheet, then go on select. Sorry. So select this bridge and directly select that point. Okay. After selecting that point, then select this particular what we say that sheet here. So once you select this, you can easily notice. So this kind of profile will be creating. So this height we can change. The length is nothing but this length from here to here. So the weight, so W, so W is nothing but this width here. So how much width you want, just because we are not dealing with any close or open profile. So it is not having any profile. So what we have done is we have selected a point. So that's why we can get a width and angle as well. So R1 and R2, once it is done, just say okay to this. And you can notice this kind of profile will be created. See, got it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So next what we have after this bridge, we have a thing called flanged hole. So again for this flange, just select the point and just select the sheet and just say okay to this. A hole will be created and it will be in a type of flange. Okay, see it's in a kind of flange. Okay, you can increase this. So how you can increase this means you can increase this height here. So if you increase this height, it will be increased. Okay. See, sometimes if it get exceeded, it's quite impossible to create this kind of sketches. Okay. So why in the sense, so whenever you try to
Does it turns to red, sir, when we like?
yeah, when it is not being supported, see it will show you something like this. So the flange parameters lead to a uncomfortable unfoldable stamp. Okay, so this kind of thing, just give a double click on this. You can just give a little bit less height here. See, again it is not agreeing for 11 mm. See, so up to 10 mm you can take. So those are all parameters totally depend on the thickness of the sheet metal. Why means if you are stamping something, you are not adding extra material to it. Okay, so you are just punching the same thing in it. So which what it will do is it will just try to extend the same material here. So the same material is extended here. Okay, so no, we are not adding extra material to it. So that is the reason. So some errors will come. So circular stamp bore. So this stiffener rib I'll explain you later on. So next thing what we have, it is called as a dual. Again, sorry, select that point and select the sheet. And if you say okay to that, a dual will be created like this. Okay, so it is used to just hold two different sheets at a time. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we left with is a user stamp and a stiffener rib. So I guess you know what is a stiffener rib. Do you want me to explain this? See, whenever I ask you some questions, you guys will become automatically silent, right?
Sir, actually, I didn't get your question, sir.
So this is stiffener rib. So
No, no,
any
no. Actually, we have know that stiffness for holding that material.
so it is used to just stop those bendings and all, right?
Sir,
Okay, then it is good.
sorry for not answering, sir. I didn't get your question.
No, that's okay. So here, stiffener rib, just click on this. Just select before selecting or before doing the stiffener rib, you have to create a particular point on that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
point you have to create. See, by just selecting this point here, just give a click on this, and you can create a point from this center. So you can assign what distance you want here. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so I'll just place a point there. So directly I'll go with the stiffener. I'll just select this point and this surface. So this stiffener will be started creating here. So here again you can assign the dimensions whatever you want, and if you say okay, stiffener will be created like this. Now once the stiffener is created, you are unable to fold and unfold this part. Okay, can you be able to fold and unfold this when the stiffener is created here?
Hello.
Can't you hear me?
No, sir.
Okay, here
Voice
is
little bit breaking, sir.
No, you started eating your microphones, that's why.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'll just move on to this user stamp. So this user stamp is quite a tricky part. Okay, so this user stamp, it is used whenever you don't want this any one of this predefined stamping. So that's why we'll go with this user stamp. To do that, so first of all, I have to move to this part design first. So once you enter into the part design, I want that particular stamping to be of a different material. So I have told you while explaining the Boolean operations, whenever you want to cut the material, so it should be a different property material. So to do that, I'll go with insert and I'll create a new body set. So now I'll just click on this guy, and for basic thing, I'll just go with the rectangle. Okay, so normal rectangle. I'll say exit to this. I'll just extrude this in my manner. So I'll just look at it. See, it has been truly passed over the sheet metal. Now I'll just come back to the sheet metal part again. So now okay, I guess I came to surfacing. So I have to move to the generative sheet metal design. So here I'll just click on this user stamp. The sheet metal features will be inserted. Do I want to define the work? Just say yes to it. So now origin point is on that sheet particularly. Now just switch on this position on context. So once you select this, so the punch will be this. So this will be acted as your punch, and you have to select this opening face O. So I'll select this as my opening face. Once you say preview to it, so and say okay. So it will something look like this, and you will be getting that particularly open face here. Got it?
Okay, okay, sir.
So it's a use. It is called as a user stamp. You can go with
yes.
any sort of profile. Okay, so if you have your own profiles, own punching profiles, you can go with it. Okay. So
Okay,
the
sir.
depth of that punch will be totally depend on the model what you're going to create at that part design. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So only we left with this rolled walls, right? So rolled walls and hoppers.
Mm.
So this rolled wall is nothing but a round wall which is created automatically. So you need to just select the profile here. So the profile, I'll just directly sketch on this plane. So I'll just create a circle like this. I'll say exit. So this is nothing but the rolled wall. So it will be a rolled wall. So of the height, whatever you give, and the thickness will be constant again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now to create a hopper. So hopper is nothing but you have seen in that what do we say that that machines. What machines? That grinding machines. That atta grinding
Mm.
machines and all. So
Yes, sir.
the upper part, that conical part is
Ah,
called as a hopper.
yeah.
Okay. So to create that, what I'll do is I'll just, first of all, I'll just create a circle which will be my bigger diameter. So I'll just go with some 125 of dia. I'll say exit. Now to create that smaller portion, so what I have to do is I have to assign the distance to this. So to assign the distance, I'll just go with the plane and just select this. So I'll say reverse direction. I'll increase and I'll give, this will be my depth. I'll give it some 100. Now again, I'll just select this. So what I'll do is I'll create a circle, but it should be lesser than that circle what I've created before. So it would be something less. So I guess it is, I'll go with 50. Okay. So now I'll say exit. Now, if you can notice, each and every that hopper, we have a welding line to it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir,
to,
we have.
yeah, to create that welding line, so what you have to do is you have to go with a point. Okay, so that point will be acted as a welding spot to it. So just click that circle and directly say middle point. So it will take a place automatically and say okay to this. Same way, just go with the point, select the same circle and again say midpoint to this. So that point will be created automatically to that ratio and say okay. Now I'll just go with this hopper. So again, it should not be a surfacic hopper, it should be a conical hopper. So now it is asking me for the first profile and the second profile and the first point and the second point. And if I say okay to this, so that particular sheet metal will be created like this. Okay.
Yes, sir. We
Got
had
it?
it in our workshop, sir. Mechanical workshop.
Yes, sir. Cone.
You
Sheet
did.
metal we did, sir.
Okay, okay, great.
In
Now,
workshop.
I have told you about this everything. Okay, so I have told you about everything. So
Yes,
I
sir.
explain you this shading with materials. So, but there is no material on this, right? So if I, even if I take shading with material, no material is showing. So how to add material in CATIA means? So can you see this? Apply material here, the symbol.
Yes, sir.
Just give a click on this, and the whole material things will be opened here. See. So what are all the materials you want? You can see here. Okay. So we can't deal with this constructional. So default material catalog. So I'll just go with this metal. So in this metal part, so which metal you want, you can directly. So that's why I'll just go with this painting. Okay. So if you want to apply this painting, just click it, drag it and leave it on this part. So once it is done, just say apply material and say okay to this. Now even you can't see that, right? So if you want to see that, you have to go with shading with materials. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Got it, right?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So again, you can go with this properties and you can change it here also, but don't do that. Okay. So directly try to apply those materials upon it.
Done, sir.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, yes, sir. Got it.
Yes, sir.
So again, we have this thing called a rendering, that is photo easy tool, what we say. So just give a click on this. So it will ask you. So if you want to render how it is like this, so just give a click on this photo, or else you can create a scene behind this. So screen is nothing but you can add a picture to it. So this thing will take a lot of time. Okay, so lot of time it will take. So even for a basic thing, it will take a lot of time. It totally depends on what we say, that configuration of a laptop or PC you are working with. Okay. See, you can add whatever scene you want to this. See. So just to get the realistic view, even if you want, you can download and you can use. Okay, so I'll just place it on a table, this kitchen table. Okay, you can just place it, drag it wherever you want. You can just put it like this. Even if you want to zoom in and zoom out, you can do that. Okay, so it is just a way of representing it. Okay, so I'll just keep it something like this. I'll say okay to this guy. Now I'll just click on this render again. So hardly, see, it's a, as it's a basic thing, it is taking less time. See, it is being more realistic, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is how we'll do rendering and all. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I told you how to apply material and I have told how to render these things. So why I have told you in this class means once we enter into assembly, it is quite hard for you to do all those things. So now what I want you is, so just to complete all the models and I want only Reddy has submitted that, right?